for every time she shows up in Nope. And yes, Jean Jacket is a she. Um, Scene stealer with his alcoholic fits, that wink of his. And I just want to note something really quickly. The star of Nope is arguably the alien spaceship, sure, because, you see Jean Jacket, hogging up that poster, one of the posters. But I would say that the spectacle in of itself is the star, and Jean Jacket creates the spectacle, but I wouldn't say that Jean Jacket is solely the spectacle. Jean Jacket, the ever shape changing creature in the sky, is such a scene stealer simply when it comes to her screwing stuff up. When it comes to effing their ass up, she is scene stealer in that sense. So that's why I nominate her. She's not the main character of Nope. So yes, Jean Jacket is a scene stealer. She's not a main character. She deserves that nomination. So who's the winner? Is it Jean Jacket? Is it Judd Hirsch? In Fablemans, there's one scene where he goes crazy and it's awesome and it's passionate and he explains to you, how art can tear you apart because the family that you're in and how that might mess things up or conflict a bit. Woody Harrelson doing a great job playing an alcoholic in Triangle of Sadness, and a communist, I might add. And it's my favorite communist I've seen in the movie in some time. It's Kristen Stewart as the sexy, horned up Timlin, who wants to get involved in this performance art that involves organs. I mean, being cut up and stuff. Is it her? The minx? Is it the alcoholic? Is it the old man? Is it this creature in the sky that shifts literally? Um, let's see. Who should it be? Well, it's pretty obvious to me at this point who it is. The winner is Kristen Stewart in Crimes of the Future. Duh. I mean, most people would agree Scene Stealer of the Year. So yes, absolutely yes to that. That is makes perfect sense. Yep. Now moving on to the next category, most surprising performance from a performer. Okay, so let's get this started. The nominees are Justin Long in Barbarian, Ashton Kutcher in Vengeance, and Brendan Fraser. And I know some people might say a thing or two about this because he's actually nominated for Best Actor. Yeah, if you can believe it, he is nominated for Best Actor. I mean, no, I can believe it because he's great. He's a good actor, and he was good in this. But this is something else that he's done. This is very different from anything else he's done, and it was just surprising because of he puts on a fat guy suit, so that was, it's just, I don't know how else to describe, but if you've seen scenes, whether it's in context or out of context, surprising is the only way that I can sum it up. That's just my personal opinion. And another nominee is Seth Rogen in The Fablemans. And look, I like Seth Rogen, but I was genuinely surprised to see him play convincingly a man from the 60s, or just acting like he could be a man, in the 50s or 60s. And despite the fact that he is cucking someone he works with's wife, he is still somehow endearing. It's like, dude, you're having an affair, but you're still very endearing. I mean, who knew a goofy face could have an affair with Michelle Williams? And just totally upend an already kind of dysfunctional family dynamic. I mean, who knew? You leave it to Seth Rogen. Okay, so that's another nominee, and Mark Maron into Leslie. Look, I get this out of the way. I adore Mark Maron as well, the podcaster, the comedian. He's a fine actor, I think. But to see him with a Texas accent was surprising, and it almost made him unrecognizable if it wasn't for his face. It's a good and different role from anything else he's ever done, which is essentially cranky Mark Maron with a different, character background. This is totally different from any role he's done. And his character isn't something that I would associate with the Jeremiah the Mark Maron, the ranty Mark Maron. He plays his character so well here. He reminded me just a little bit of Willem Dafoe's character from the Florida Project. He's a wonderful, character in this film, and it's realistic. It feels real. He's not a bad guy. He's not a perfect guy, but he's giving someone a chance, and I think Mark Maron plays him very well with the twang in his voice. So those are the nominees, and let's see who could be the winner here. Let's see. Ashton Kutcher in Vengeance, you are the winner. Yeah, I've said it before. I was not expecting him to crush that role, but he crushed it. Playing, so much shady music producer in Texas.